wanted to get our new shocks installed on our trailer. We had noticed some issues with our trailer when we had been pulling it down trails. If there was a big big bump that we might have hit. We saw some oscillation from side to side on the trailer. You hit a bad enough bump, it would slam from side to side. So a good solution for this was going to be adding struts to the leaf spring suspension on the trailer. The shocks will help dampen the leaf springs so that they don't just keep oscillating back and forth. It actually gives it some resistance against the springs. The plan was going to be that we were going to remove the wood subfloor of the trailer. That way we had easy access from the top and we could get in there and we would be able to weld in our shock mounting tabs pretty simply from above. Turns out that wasn't going to be able to work as the wood floor had actually been siliconed in to keep it a good dust seal on it. So we started coming up with our second plan of what we could do to still easily access the underneath of the trailer and weld in those shock tabs. Plan B was going to be that we just stood the trailer up on its rear end. That way we had access to the undercarriage while just standing.
Alright guys, so what we're doing right here is we're about to weld in our shock mount on the frame of the trailer. That way we can mount up our shocks. So we took measurements about 4.5 inches out from the side frame rail. And then we also took a 1/2 inch measurement in from the bottom of the seat channel. Lined up our shock mounts right here. We've got them held in place with a welding magnet. We're about to get started on this one. Alright, going high. Ready?
Yep.
We actually got a little bit lucky on this one, measuring out where we wanted to put our shock mount on our axle. So when we put our shock mount in on our frame, we went about 4.5 inches in from our side frame here, which was pretty easy. Kept us away from these holes in our frame that were from the original kit. So actually what happened is our leaf pack right here, the edge of it just so happens to line up perfectly with the edge of our seat channel here on the outside of our frame. So we were able to also just measure 4.5 inches in from the leaf pack here to place our shock mount for our axle. Now what we also did is that we took our level here, used this surface right here, found its level point to the environment, and what we'll do with that is when we put the second one on, we'll be able to make sure that they're level to each other, so both shock mounts on the axle are both level with each other, which will keep everything the same.
So you'll notice that we mounted our struts behind the axle, and that's because in a trailer you don't have any acceleration or braking. So in this instance, almost all of our forces are going to come this way in the direction of travel, compressing in and back in the direction that the struts are. So it's not a problem the way it would be in a passenger vehicle, where you have struts going